Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ezra, aka Mr. Nozzy, and FYI, it's Chester. Now, Chester has been developed by an independent game studio called Brilliant Blue G. Now, this is their first title, so I'm excited to see what kind of game they can bring. Now, Chester came out, well, an early version of it came out on Xbox Live Indie Games, and it has now eventually hit the PCs. I think it came out on March the 6th. You can find it for download on digital distribution networks, Indievania and Desura. That's D-E-S-U-R-A. I'll put that in the description below so you guys can find the link. Now, essentially, this is a 2D platformer with brilliantly hand-drawn kind of a doodle art style, which I really like, because I've played other games that have been that kind of style, such as Alien Hominid, and I loved that game. Now, in this game, there are 10 unlockable characters, each with their own unique skill. There's also like an RPG element, so you can level up characters. There's loads to unlock. There's around 50 levels, so it's not a small game, so you will be spending quite a lot of time on this to complete it, which is nice to see from a indie developer, especially for their first title. Now, in the game, there are 8 styles that allow you to change the look of the game, from sketchbook, 8-bit, LCD, blueprints, and loads more. Now, each of these gives you a unique gameplay bonus to the player when you're playing. So, you know, this is quite an interesting way to play the game. There are 4 difficulty levels, so depending on how challenged you want to be, you can change it up to that. And I just want to quickly name the people who created this game. Ben Friedrich, who is basically behind the looks of the game and the coding of the game, etc. And the music is by Rainer Lemur. Now, I first started playing this game, and to be honest, I'm a little frustrated. I thought this game was going to be more like a kind of shooter game, more like Alien Hominid. But alas, I found that it is not, and to be honest, I've been a little annoyed with this game, and I'll explain why as I play on. So basically, let's see if we can go back from here. Now, the key system is a little bit annoying as well. If you don't have a games console controller, I advise you get one, because on the keyboard it can be extremely frustrating playing this. I've got very confused with the keys. So let's see if we can go back. Okay, so here we go. So essentially, when you start off on this little world here, and you play through some training levels which show you how the game works, etc. Now, that's fine. We then get onto these worlds which you can play on. So these are all unlocked, and then there's that one at the end there. So for example, I've played a lot of the levels on this world, Sketch Corner, and now we go on to this world here. It wouldn't let me select. Anyway, so let's go down to the first level, and I will talk to you a bit more about this game and the frustrations that I've had with this game. And I purely haven't shown you it from when I first started playing, because I had so much trouble dying, constantly going back to the start and getting extremely frustrated. So, you can switch between characters in this game, like so. You press the Alt key and you can switch between them. I found it quite annoying to start with, because when I'd switch, I wasn't quite sure what was going on, and the menu quickly goes away. That's my first frustration point of this game. And secondly, you can change the look of the game, the style, like so. I was a little bit confused again when I was doing this, because both the top character select and the bottom select for the styles came down. And when trying to read actually what the style is that I'm in, it does disappear quite quickly. So, for example, I'm just trying to find out what I'm looking at first, and then it says LCD, platforms move at a slightly slow pace. Now, I didn't even have enough time to read that to begin with. So just to let you guys know straight off the bat, if you're into kind of fast-paced 2D shooting kind of games like Alien Hominid, or for example Castle Crashers that are action-orientated, this doesn't seem to be that action-orientated. It's more about how you use each character and his specific skills or weapon type against certain enemies, and switching between the different styles that you've got, like so that you can use each of their abilities to your advantage. So for example, like I said, This one I'm in now means that special attacks consume less ammo, and this one means that platforms move at a slightly slower pace. Now, the characters each have their differences as well. So, for example, this guy has a green aura around him, so when he attacks enemies that also have a green aura, they don't do as much damage. But if I were to switch to this guy here, who is red, attacking green, it's got a strong attack point. So that's fine. I've got really confused at the start of this game about actually what was what. The tutorial was fine, you can go through that. It doesn't explain things in depth that much. So the first few levels that I was playing, I was just extremely frustrated with the playing, just to figure out what to do really, and what buttons did, and getting used to the keyboard layout. Now I probably will say it might be easier on a gamepad. I don't have one at the moment that I can use on the PC. So when I do, I will give this game another go, and if my opinion changes on this game, I will of course do another video and let you guys know. So far, if you're into an action platformer, you know, loads of bullets, fast-paced, I probably wouldn't recommend this to you. But if you are more tactically orientated, or tactics orientated, sorry, I would probably recommend this to you, as the system whereby you switch between your different strengths and the different characters is quite cool. But it's not for me. Like I said, I'm more action orientated. What else do I have to say about this game? Yeah, I'm sorry if I do sound a bit down about this game, but I just get a bit confused. It is quirky, I'll give it that. And I really like the art style. I really like the art style. And the different way they look when you can switch, there are loads more art styles that you can switch to. They are kind of cool and quirky as well. Personally, I just wish that this game was a lot more action orientated, but you know, can't please everyone. I'm sure there are a hell of a lot of you out there who are going to appreciate this game more than me. You know, I'm not someone that's just going to say I hate this game and it's rubbish, because each person has their own opinion of these games. And I just died. Right, so moving on again. Died again. Yes, I did. Like I said, I get extremely frustrated with this game. What else does I have to say? The music is actually quite good in this game, and I hold a lot of importance to the music in these indie games. Oh, I'm dead again. So you do die quite easily in this game. That's another frustration of mine. Like I said, there are different difficulty settings, but I haven't got this set on that high difficulty setting. I think it's on medium. So, for example, now I'm trying to attack these frogs, by the way, just letting you guys know. I'm trying to attack these frogs, and each unit has its strength against different types of enemy. And it is frustrating when you are these types, even if you can't switch. They don't shoot straight, they shoot in arcs, and it's quite hard to hit enemies. And that, again, unfortunately, gets on my nerves. But I'm still going to play through this game. Just because I don't want to be put off just by I don't want you guys to be put off by just my initial first impression. Damn, I missed that guy. You know, I really like all the different enemies are unique. They're all kind of quirky. That I really like. Right, completed that level. There we go. So once you complete a level, you can exchange stamps. So essentially, if you think of it like Mario and you collect coins, you can spend the stamps on upgrading characters or unlocking new characters. So for example, if we then go back out, gotta remember how to do this now. No, that's not it. annoyingly you have to go back to the start of each level and then go out, I think. I can't even remember now. I get so confused in this game. Right, I just want to go to the shop now. No. Okay, this is annoying as well. The key system for the computer is not great. And I can't just go to the shop. That's all I want to do. And I've just gone back into the game and I'm really frustrated with this. You can't tell. I think I'm definitely going to have to give this game another go. Playing it with a gamepad. Just trying to remember how you go back to the shop. Shop. Y. So that's A. Right, there we go. Now we're in the shop. So you can change your elements. You can buy different elements for each player, essentially. It's just all a little confusing the way it's set out. Chesters. So are these characters? I'm not 100% sure. These are items. No, see, I'm confused. That's a character. That's a character. That's an item. And that's an item. And then if you go across, you can change elements. And then it says characters have not been unlocked. So I can't see the difference between these. This is what's frustrating. It's all quite confusing. It's not very well laid out, and I'm just not impressed, and I'm really annoyed. Anyway, I'm going to just play a few more levels for you. So you can see a bit more of the game, and hopefully you can come to your own conclusion on some stuff. So I'm just going to buy this guy. No, I'm not. Alright, I'm just going to... See, I've set my key to A, and it says A to buy, and when I press A, it goes back out again, so that is not good. I have to press X to buy it. So that A button to buy is not right. Oh, I find games so tedious when they just don't explain things easily. So get the button system sorted. That's all I'm saying to the developers when they next update this, because it's not right. If this is just basing it on a game controller, then sort it out. One of my pet peeves. Right, A to exit, and we will go through to play another level from this one. Right, here we go. So this is another little dude that I've unlocked. And he actually looks a bit like the guy from Alien Hominid, the game. See, he's got a nice, simple, straightforward front-firing weapon. Doesn't curve, it just goes straight up in the air. Where do I go? Interesting. Okay, this is better so far. Like I said, I'm going to give this a chance, even though I really don't want to. And the way it's the weapons of some of these guys don't make me want to use them, just like I said, because of the fact that they curve and they're more awkward to use. Okay, can't go that way. What have I got to do first? I've got to shoot it? Yes. Switch characters. What else can I say about the game? It hasn't really been ruined for me. The art style is very nice. I love the hand-drawn style. It's just so... It is really creative. And that's one thing that I can say to the developers. You've done a great job on. And I just love the way that you can switch between different styles. No, I did think you could. But when I switch... Okay, for some reason, when you switch, it automatically switches to... Maybe, I suppose, the best suited player to go with that style. I'm guessing, because that's what it did every time I switched it. The jumping style of this guy reminds me so much of Mega Man. Right. Hooray! Checkpoint. Let's kill this little frog. Yeah, all the little quirky characters are wicked. I do like that. I do like them. Right, where to go next? Let's have a little look. I'm going to get to the end of this level and then I'm going to stop this FYI. Whoa! Crazy dude. Right, now is the time where we need to switch character. What were there? There we go. He's strong against that enemy type. I think that enemy type was red and this guy's blue, so that figures. Let's see where we're going down here. Slowly but surely. Personally, I'd love it if this was an alien hominid star shooter. Oh, where do I go? Come on, there we go, we're out. I think that just took me back round a bit. Yeah, it did. Right, onwards we go. Cool. It's annoying, it takes... You can't make quick saves in this again, which is kind of annoying, seeing as I die so damn often in this game. This could take me quite a while to actually get to the end of this level. Right, let's try this little dude. Alright. Come on, you little frog. I don't even know what these are. Some of these art guys have got to be on something. Right, this guy's going to take him out, I think. There we go. Right, we got a brain. Can't quite remember what the brain does. I think that's another problem with this game. There's so much going on. There's so many cool little characters. There's so many enemies. Totally different design quirks that it can make it a bit confusing as to what the items do and to which enemy's which, and it's just, that's another thing that can be quite confusing. I just think you might have to put a bit of time into this to fully... Okay, how did I die there? That's annoying. I'm never going to finish this game. I'm never going to finish this level, let alone the game. Get up there. What the hell? Shoot me now. Right. I'm just going to try and speed run this level. I don't even know where I'm going. I was really looking forward to this game as well, so I'm quite disappointed. If you can't tell. Yeah, some enemies are quite challenging, like that one for example fired like 2 waves of bullets. You don't have an awful lot of health in this game. That guy had none. You don't have an awful lot of health in this game, so you've got to be quite careful about managing your characters quite well. Okay, did I switch him? No. So it's not just a simple puzzle platformer. You've really got to manage your guys well. Okay. I'm going to stop it there. Okay, no, I'm not. I'm going to show you something else first. Just before we go. So, let's go back into the shop. So, like I said, you can buy a whole load of characters, like 10 characters I think there is, that you can unlock that all have different skills. You can change elements, which is cool. And there's lots of unlockables as well. I'm just confused. It's not very well laid out. For example, elements, you've got characters in here. And it's also in there. That's what I was trying to say to you. Well, if you're as confused as I am, I suggest you check out a lot of reviews for this game. But I'm just going to say, if you are into your fast-paced 2D platformers where you've got to shoot lots of things, this might not be for you. If you're into your puzzles and your managing of different items, etc., like RPG style, because this essentially is an RPG kind of game, then this may be for you. Now, the price of this was around £5 on Desura at the moment. It was around 6, I think, without a deal. So you can check it out there. Find out some more information on their website, which I will put down below in the links. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. This has been an FYI of Chester. See you guys later.